Yes, this is mine. Good morning, everyone. My name is V.FEYPELL. I work at the International Transport Forum at the OECD, and today I'm going to present to you the conclusions of a recent report we published, which presents a review of tools for road infrastructure safety management. But to start with a few words about the organization I work with, maybe some of you saw my Secretary General on Monday morning, so probably he talked a lot about the organization. We are an intergovernmental organization representing 59 countries. We are attached to the OECD, and we are the only transport body with a mandate for all modes. And traditionally, road safety has always been a key pillar of the ITF. We organize every year an annual summit in Leipzig, which is an event where ministers, business leaders, civil society, research community gathers. And this year will be very important for road safety because the main topic of the summit will be transport safety and security, with road safety being a prominent part of the program. So the report I'm going to talk about was prepared by a working group of ITF named IRTAD, the International Traffic Safety and Analysis Group. It's a permanent working group within ITF, which gathers today about 80 members from 40 countries, and it has a wide range of outputs, including a database on road safety data, an annual report on road safety performance, and we do also some ad hoc research, and this is what I'm going to present to you today. So this report is not my report, it's really the achievement of a range of experts from about a dozen countries. So what was the background to undertake this study, which reviews tools for road safety management? The first one is to recognize that road safety infrastructure is really critical for road safety enhancement, especially in emerging economies. What we found also is that the traditional reactive approach to road safety, such as high-risk treatment, is becoming ineffective in many countries. And now there is a trend to move towards a safe system where the road administration has responsibility for the safety of infrastructure. And a bit more about the safe system. ITF published a report 1 or 2 years ago called Zero Road Deaths and Serious Injuries, leading a paradigm shift to a safe system, which really describes how best performing countries have moved toward a safe system approach. But first, what does it mean, a safe system? It is based on 4 key principles. The first one is that people make mistakes, and they will always make mistakes. The second is that the human body has a limited physical ability to resist to crash forces. The third one is that there is a shared responsibility between those who build, design, manage, and use roads and vehicles and provide post-crash care. And finally, the fourth principle is that all parts of the systems should be strengthened to multiply their effects, and if one part fails, road users are still protected. And this table, I hope you can read it, show you how to move from a traditional road safety policy to a safe system approach. So when you ask the question, what is the problem? In a traditional way of thinking, you will say, all crashes are my problem. When you think safe system, you mainly focus on fatal and serious injuries. What is the appropriate goal? In a traditional road safety policy, you will say it's to reduce the number of fatalities and serious injuries. In a safe system approach, it's 0. The long-term vision is to have 0 road deaths and serious injuries on the road. When you ask the question, what are the major planning approaches? In the traditional road safety policy, we tended to be reactive to incidents with incremental approach to reduce the problems that arose. In the safe system approach, you need to act proactively with a systematic approach to build a safe road system. And this is in this proactively approach that the tools I will talk about in a few minutes are very important. What causes the problem? Until recently, it was always the user, and the user was the one to blame because he was non-compliant. In the safe system approach, we recognize that the users can make mistakes, that they are physically fragile, that maybe there has been some inconsistent guidance from the varying quality of infrastructure and operating speeds. Again, who is responsible? In the safe system, it's a shared responsibility. And how does the system work? And we move from isolated interventions to combinations of elements to produce a summary effect greater than the sum of the individual elements. And this is just a short examples, moving from a intersection to a roundabout, and when you can move from a situation where you had 24 points of major conflicts to one where you had only 4 points of major conflicts. I'm not saying that the roundabout is the ideal situation in all cases, but it needs further review to see how you can reduce the point of risk. So what do we mean by road safety infrastructure management? It is a set of procedures that support a road authority in decision-making related to improving the road safety of a road network. And what are the goals of the procedure? First, they help to estimate the likely effect of measures. Second, they help to detect emerging safety problems early enough. They help in locating the most hazardous part of the road system. And finally, they help in identifying the most important factors that contribute to crash. So these tools can be used at the various life cycles of a road infrastructure, so during planning, construction, normal operation, maintenance, error corrections, and major upgrading. And for each of these stages, you have different tools such as road safety impact assessment, efficiency assessment tools, road safety audits, safety performance indicators, network safety ranking, road assessment program, high-risk sites, and efficiency assessment tools. And the purpose are different at each stage, and the data you need are also different. You need traffic data, road data, crash data, and measured related data. So the purpose can be such as compare different scenarios from a road safety point of view before constructing the road, identifying the most efficient measures from a list of measures that you might decide or not to implement, maintain the current level of road safety, assess the current level of safety of a road network, identify infrastructure or traffic-related factors increasing risk of accidents, rank elements of a road network based on their safety level. And in the reports, for each of these tools, there is a very systematic description with the tools and data needed, common practice, how countries are in practice using these different tools, and a synthesis. So now in this study, we also looked which countries were using systematically road infrastructure safety management tools. And I showed you before that there were 6 main life cycle stage for a road. And this is the number of road life cycle stage covered by fully implemented procedures. And in the 23 countries we surveyed, 6 had a full set of procedures, 5 quasi-full set of procedures. And we see that in the less developed countries of the countries which surveyed, such as Colombia, Argentina, South Africa, it is not at all used in these countries. The main reasons why these tools are not used, it's costs. Countries don't always see the cost efficiency of these tools and say that the costs are a real problem for them. Data, using these tools require to collect a wide set of data on crashes, on traffic, on infrastructure. And finally, the fact that it is not compulsory. And several countries mentioned that, yes, they will embark into these procedures if they become compulsory. So to conclude the key messages from this work, the first one is, of course, road authorities are key players for improving road safety. Road infrastructure safety managements are effective and efficient, but road safety standards cannot alone guarantee road safety in all conditions, so you cannot rely only on the fact that you have road safety standards on your roads. There are a number of success factors for the implementation of road safety management procedures. First one is an adequate level of investment. The second one is a supportive regulation. And the third one is to have the relevant road safety data. A critical requisite is also an adequate institutional management capacity to support the development and implementation of effective interventions. There are already several tools supporting road infrastructure safety management, but each country has specific needs and has to cope with specific barriers to the implementation of road safety management procedures. Road safety monitoring helps to achieve safety targets of road authorities. And finally, the last recommendation from this work is that self-explaining roads are very important, and road infrastructure should be improved with the development of these kind of roads to guide drivers to adopt appropriate behaviors. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Veronique. We're going to have a panel at the end of our